Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning here on Facebook and YouTube today. Hey, happy Tuesday. This is what I'll call Alabama Primary Tuesday. Y'all, I'm up like it's the NFL, ready to go and ready to compete and ready to go vote and ready to talk to you all today. Like up and ready, right? So, you know the setup and you know the drill this morning. We are talking about the traits of dating a narcissistic person. And let me be especially clear and say person, because a narcissist can be a male or a female. I dare not insult my gentleman by just pretending that a person who is narcissistic in nature only can only be a male. I dare not insult my male friends that way. No, narcissists can, or it is gender neutral. Like they can be a male or a female. So I'm really excited. I mean, you would just think I've won the lottery with how I'm behaving, and I'm up early and I've already walked the dog and gotten some steps in to start the day and got dressed and showered and all that stuff. It's like this is it's go time, right? It's go time. So I am so glad that I have the opportunity to be with you this morning. So glad that I have the opportunity to share with you. I do not take it lightly. I can tell you that I don't take it lightly at all. I don't, and I know I'm laughing. I know I'm smiling. Um, I believe in having a good time, but I don't take it lightly at all. I don't take it lightly at all. The opportunity to come and to share and to hopefully be a blessing to you and hopefully help some people who are in relationships in which they are either stuck or in relationships that are dangerous for them. Because if you're dating a narcissist, in not all cases, but, and I tell you things because I know I can't cover everything in this particular live, but there is such a thing as a malignant narcissist. A malignant narcissist is a person who is narcissistic in nature and who has very dangerous, trying to adjust the microphone here, who has very dangerous tendencies. I cannot say in some of these killings in which we've been seeing African Americans, and heck, not just African American women, but some others who have been killed. That can be a malignant narcissist. When a narcissist feels they're losing control, they become brutal and even are willing to take it to the degree of killing and all sorts of other things. And I want to be careful about saying that, but they will even go to the degree of unaliving people. Okay. So I want you to recognize that and I give you information to put you in a position to be safe. That's most important, because if you can handle this, and by the way, good morning to all of you who are on Facebook, my faithful Facebook crew. Good morning to all of you who are joining me on TikTok as well. You know how I do this, right? It's just easier to go live right from the platform here with TikTok. They are awake. TikTok is bringing people from all over the world, really. But I wanted to come on this morning because it is, let me remind you, especially for those of you who are here in Alabama and some other states, particularly southern states, this is Alabama primary election day. So I'm dressed, I'm ready. I will be ready to get up and to go and to vote. You know, maybe you grab food on the go. Maybe you just prepare to stop by after you vote to go and get something to eat then. But we have a responsibility, I believe, to utilize our vote that so many people sacrificed for us early on, right? So that's my encouragement. It would be wrong if I did not tell you that. It would be wrong if I didn't tell you that. TikTok, you all are just, I don't know, I may have to just start coming and hanging out with you all in the morning because you all are just on it. My folks look on Facebook, they may be a little bit slow, but they'll come on. They'll come on. They'll come on. And if you're here on Facebook, I would love for you to give me some love. We're talking about the traits of narcissism in romantic partners and whether or not you are dating a narcissist. I have really been concerned when I take a look at what I've seen in the news lately. I've been concerned. I've been concerned about the number of gentlemen who are willing to unalive women, who have been willing um, to harm women, if it either at the end of the relationship or even during the relationship. And rather than allowing that person to go on, they are willing to not only take her life, but take their life as well. Y'all, I have to address it. I don't care if I had a platform of 5 people. Now, I will tell you the truth about something. I really had become a little agitated years ago watching some things that I'd seen. And I'm explaining why I'm here. Now, my background, TikTok, you all don't know, but maybe some of my friends who know me on Facebook, you understand that my background is that of a communicator. I'm a former broadcast news anchor. I'm a former PR person, spokesperson for one of the utilities here in Alabama, Alabama Power. And I was a columnist for the Birmingham Times. I was a writer, columnist for the Times. I am now a content creator / life coach, and I coach en masse on social media. So that's who I am, Keisha Sharp, and that's what I do, right? But I entered into this space, so you'll understand why Keisha's doing this. I'm not just on here just to be here. There are other things I'd rather do at 6:30 in the morning. But news reports are showing me that we have made an incredible turn as it relates to relationships. We've made an incredible turn. Women are in toxic relationships and either don't recognize the signs. Sometimes they miss the signs early. So the question I've posed, for those who are here on YouTube and Facebook, they can see the question that I'm posing about whether they have ignored. Have you? Have you ignored early toxic behavior? Have you? Have you ignored early toxic behavior? Have you? The thing about today is that ignoring that toxic behavior, it's always been true, but to see the degree of anger, to see the degree of people who are willing to take a person's life, all right, harm another person, and then rather than face consequences, they just say, you know what, I'm out too, so I'll take my life. So you've got 2 lives, you've got 2 purposes we'll never know. You've got 2 families who will have to live with the choices of those individuals. And let me go ahead and say early on, we're going to talk about recognizing the sign. Sorry, y'all. I have allergies sometimes, so that's why I'm doing that. I was not being rude or crass, just trying to stop a potential sneeze because my nose is itching a little bit. So sorry, y'all. So I have a choice as a person who is on social media. As a 53-year-old African-American woman who's on social media, I have a choice. Seeing all of this in the headlines, reporting it, because I'm also a news anchor on V94.9. I give morning and evening headlines. V94.9, WATV. So I have a choice. Either I'm going to ignore it or I'm going to deal with it. And the question I pose to you all, to you ladies, because narcissists can be women too. Women can cause drama. I saw a video the other day of a young lady. You all may have seen this video. A young lady, her son is graduating. The gentleman came to the graduation. The guy came to the graduation. She interrupted herself, went to the back where he came, her child's father. And her other men in her family had to come in between her. She kept trying to push the guys out of the way. She was like, what are you doing here? You know how that drama goes, pointing and trying to get past the other guy. What are you doing here? What was his name? Troy, I think. Get out of here, Troy. Leave, Troy. She interrupted the child's graduation We're talking about toxic behavior. Have you ignored early toxic behavior? Leave, Troy. What are you getting out of here, Troy? They had to call the police on this young lady. That's the only thing that stopped her. They called the police. Are you dating a narcissist? And we don't have to leave it there. Are you dating a toxic partner? Y'all, the playtime is over. It's over. It's over. We've got a whole breed of people, a whole group of people who are willing to do exceeding harm to you. Am I out here by myself? I'm not. Can you show me that you're listening to me out there in Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok? Am I out here by myself? Have you all noticed that we're seeing a whole different crew of people? Have you noticed, Facebook friends, that we're seeing a whole different crew of people? Can you give me some hearts? Can you give me something? Can you say yes, or can you do, if you're driving, don't do that. But can you do something? Can you just hit when you have a second? Can you give me some heart? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is a different time. I cannot, as a person on social media, I cannot ignore it and keep talking about dance trends. I'm not knocking that, because Lord knows if I was able to dance, I'd be dancing too, honey, to my bank, to a green bank account. I'd be dancing to that too. Okay? That's not my gift. My gift is this. So to get on here, I can no longer ignore it. I can no longer act as if it's not there. I'm obligated. I'm 53. I'll be 54 in about, what's today? The 19th. I'll be 54 in 11 days, May 30th. So as a result, I can't ignore it anymore. As a 53-year-old, and I don't think I'm an elder. I call myself an elder, but I don't know if I'm of that age. But I call myself an elder because I should be mature. There's some things I've seen in life, and you don't have to take anything that I say and just run with it. Go and research it yourself. So let's go into the characteristics of those who are narcissistic. Yesterday, I don't know if you remember what we talked about yesterday, but we discussed some toxic behavior that narcissists carry from yesterday. There were two major signs from yesterday. I don't know if anyone remembers. I'm going to take a sip of water. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody on here today? Did you have an opportunity to watch yesterday? Because see what I'm doing, I'm trying to see if I have any scholars out there who remember anything. Thank you so much for the love. I've got my folks on TikTok. So we're sharing some space with them, and we'll be all week because I love my folks on TikTok. They get up, they share the love, they are awake. I feel like TikTok, if I got up at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. and hopped on, that you all would be there. That's how I feel. I feel like you all would just be there, right? So I don't know if you remember from yesterday. No worries. Let Kisa help you out. That's the teacher in me, y'all. My grandmother was a teacher, and so there's a teacher element in me that just can't wait. So we're going to review first, really quickly. Early toxic behavior, signs that you could be dating a narcissist. I love the hearts. Oh my gosh, showing the love. Oh my gosh, TikTok is on fire, y'all, and y'all are on fire too. Y'all are up too. I'm so excited. You reckon, thank you for the love. I just don't know what to say. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It does my heart well. It does my heart well. Mwah. I oh boy. I'm smiling, y'all, because the folks are on TikTok are awake, and they're sending me love, and my heart is just it's overjoyed. I get up and I do this because I have such a heart for my sisters and for my brothers. I'm like when other communities say, I love everybody. I do. I really do. I have friends from all different communities, but I understand that when God created me as an African American woman, a African woman, a Black female. So when I see something going on in the community, I am obligated to call it out. I'm obligated to deal with the community. I'm obligated. I can't do what some other people do, but what the Lord gives me to do, that's what I'm going to do. What he gives me to do, that's what I'm going to do. Signs you're dating a narcissistic partner or a toxic partner. Maybe it's just a toxic partner, because of course, outside of a clinical diagnosis, we don't know that they're narcissistic. So let me say that. Outside of a clinical diagnosis, no, we don't know that they're narcissistic, right? What we can say is they exhibit signs, right? Would you agree? Would you agree? We, of course, don't know because, you always have that one. You always have that one Facebook friends. You always got that one. Well, we don't know. You're right. You're tracking with me, TikTok. Thank you. You're tracking with me, Facebook. Thank you. You always have that one. Well, you don't know. You can't call everybody narcissistic. No, I can't. You're right. You're right. I can't. But I'm such the teacher. I'm having way too much fun. I'm having way too much fun. It is 6:45 Central Standard Time. Where is it where you live? What time is it? What time zone are you all in? As I continue teaching, what time zone are you all in? So no, you're right. I cannot call everybody a narcissist. But what I can say is that if it walks like a duck, if it talks like a duck, then guess what? It possibly is a duck. If it walks like a duck, I'm sorry, y'all, my phone is ringing and I thought I stopped it, but it's not stopping. If it walks like a duck, if it talks like a duck, then the chances are it's in the duck family. Even if it isn't a duck, okay, maybe it's something else. I don't know what else is related to a duck, but you know what I'm saying. I'm saying if it talks like a narcissist, if it looks like a narcissist, then it probably is a narcissist. It very well could be a narcissist. Do I absolutely know? No, not outside of a clinical diagnosis. But here's what I understand, that the gentleman that you're dating, the lady that you're dating, is not going to go to the doctor and say, or go to the psychiatrist and say, please diagnose me. I am selfish and I make everything about me. Please diagnose me. They're not going to do that. So rather than you wasting time, rather than you spending all this time in a relationship with someone, it is smart that you, right? It's smart that you know what it looks like. And this is my other assertion, y'all. This is my other assertion in this arena. It is easier for you to cut off a relationship at the beginning. It's easier for you to back up and slow things down at the beginning instead of becoming overcommitted and emotionally invested and attached. Because that's what happens. And that's why you see women who you think, why didn't she cut that off? Or why is she still dealing with him? Why was she still even in the, because emotionally, a woman especially, and sometimes men too, we become, even though I can't speak from a perspective of men because I'm a woman, but women can become emotionally attached. If I can talk to you, if I can get on your radar beforehand, if I can get on your radar now, if I can get on your radar at the outset, friends, you can avoid years of wasted time. Who has time? Am I by myself? Can you give me some love? Can you help me out? Am I by myself? I don't have any more time to waste. I wouldn't care if I was in a committed relationship. I don't have time to waste on a toxic relationship. But guess what? You don't have time to waste either. You don't have time to waste either. Facebook, YouTube. You don't. You don't have time to waste. Signs that they are narcissistic partners or could be a narcissist. I want to enter that because no, they may not be, but they may show just signs of being a narcissist. But here are some signs that they could be. Number one, I don't know if you remember it. Everything is about them. Signs you could be selfish. And really, when you talk about narcissism, if you want to have one word that describes everything, hey, she wastes beads. Hey, Johnny Smith. Hey, it's time. Lord ZX. Thank you for all the love. Play a D, Motown, M Town, Joe Grana. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for the love. My gosh, today. Ooh, I pray God blesses you and does something so good for you because y'all are blessing me. Good morning. I cannot see all of my friends who are joined on Facebook and YouTube. Let me see if I can go to another platform. So, anyway, here's the first review sign. Everything is about them. When you talk about a narcissist makes everything about them, friend. That's a hallmark. So I want you to be careful out there in those dating streets. Because if you are dating truly a narcissist, they're going to make everything about them. You say that you are hurt, you are not feeling well today. The narcissist will tell you, "Oh, I'm not feeling well either." You say that you need some help. If you're dating somebody and you say, "Well, I need some help today. Can you?" Well, I need some help too. Well, I'm not feel. Hey, G Unit. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Drewski. Good morning, Amir. Good morning, Foley Atkins. Hey, just speaking to my folks there. I was trying to see so I could speak to my folks here on Facebook, but it's not pulling up correctly, and that's okay. That's okay. But if selfish, that's one of the hallmarks. Everything about them. Everything. Lord, everything. Everything. If you say it's I need whatever. I was sick and I'm not feeling well. Oh, I'm sick as well. I'm not feeling well either. And I'm not feeling at it. Pull up on Facebook. The video quality is not great, is what I'm noticing on Facebook. That's interesting. Video quality is not that great. I may have to go live native to Facebook tomorrow instead of doing it through this channel. But anyway, um, that's what they do. They make it all about them. What's a second characteristic? Let me move on. All right. Because we have to go and vote and do some other things. Thank you for joining Facebook. Thank you. Thank you. Facebook, is my picture clear? Hey, Shalonda. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Is my picture clear on Facebook? Because it looks like my image is very unclear with what it's streaming this morning. Would you all be so kind to tell me? So that's it. She wastes beads and more. Love you, love you, love you. Roxy Arthur, Eve, P. Williams. Good morning, 1954. May Fitness, Alonzo Hasley. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Just trying to see if my video is up to par on Facebook and such. But here's the first thing of dating a narcissistic partner. They are selfish. The second thing, they lack accountability. Dr. Quintrell, good morning. You know that you're dating Nathan. Good morning. ABC, good morning. You know that you're dating a person who is narcissistic in nature because they are not accountable. User 1502 and the rest of your numbers. Good morning. It looks crystal clear on TikTok. And I just looked at my Facebook screen and there is an absolute haze. That may explain what's going on. I'm going live via StreamYard, right? And so what I may have to do is I may have to Drew, yeah, I can see it very clear on TikTok, but on Facebook it looks really hazy. I may just have to go live native to the platform because I just saw that and I'm like, Facebook normally tunes in. Why is that? That may explain. Okay, yeah, there's a little bit of a haze on here, and that may just be the StreamYard platform. So y'all forgive that. I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on that. So thank you for working with me with the technical difficulties. I'm broadcasting via StreamYard here. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. TikTok. So we'll work on that. I'll work on that and figure out what's going on because I know that's not attractive to have to watch in the morning. And I may just have to end up. I love StreamYard, but I may have to just broadcast native to Facebook, right? So so they lack accountability. That's number two. Thank you, Drewski. We're talking to Drew on Friday. We're gonna have our men speak on dating and relationships on Friday. I'm so excited about that. Drew, I'm getting you a partner whom to talk to as well. Y'all, I mean TikTok, y'all are showing the love and I don't know what to say. I'm grateful. My heart is grateful. That's all I can tell you this morning. My heart is just grateful. So I'm going to try another option for Facebook. Are you dating a narcissist? I'm going to try another option here. Um, we'll see. I'll hold on that. But anyway, bear with me if you're on Facebook. Just know I'm going to work through the technical difficulties, okay? Bear with me. Let me move on in the interest of time because today is the day to vote. So let me wrap up and introduce our two new. Hey, Tamika's Beauty, Eleanor, you coupon too. I need to hook up with you coupon too so you can teach me how to do coupons and how to save some money. Hey, Lee McCree, good morning. Good morning. All right. So what are some other characteristics? We're introducing the two new characteristics. Hey, Mon. So the third item, y'all, this is huge. This is what you pay your money for. If you're here, this is what you waited for. And this is what you will notice. Hey, only one Tammy, good morning. This is what you'll notice. Roger Angel, good morning. Good morning. You will notice that the person who is narcissistic, they will love bomb you. Do you know what love bombing is? Let me pull it up for the people who are, and again, thank you for bearing with me, you all. I will work on the technical difficulties and I may just have to broadcast live through Facebook, through fake, I was about to say through fake book, although that might be accurate. I was about to say through, hey Zoya, I was about to say through fake book. Can you believe that? Y'all, I've been talking, and on TikTok always gives me the opportunity to invite people on and to talk about some things. Now, I've never done it before. Roger Angel Love and Light. Hey, Roger. I've never done it before. Hey, Jose. Hey, May Fitness. But I am so willing to invite you on and to talk live to me as I close out. I will get off very shortly here on Facebook. What I do want to show you, trying to concentrate on too much, y'all. Here's what I want to show you. Alrighty, I had pulled up and to be able to show you what it looks like for those who love bomb. I don't see it right now though. Apparently I've closed that. But anyway, let me go find it here. I know I looked it up. Here are some signs of love bombing. Let me try this again. I wanted to pull it up on the screen for you. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Who does TikTok, Android? Is there any benefit? Blah, blah, blah. Virtual meta, dating advice, window, Chrome tab book, dating advice. Believe him if he tells you. I don't see it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I wanted to pull this up for you, but I just don't see it here. But anyway, how do you know what are the signs of love bombing? Love bombing is a psychological manipulation where someone bombs another person with excessive affection, attention, and grand gestures. Has anybody ever been love bombed? I have. The danger in love bombing, friends, is that love bombing hijacks your common sense. It takes your common sense and does this. Boom. And you almost become, if you're not wise, if you don't understand what's going on, and you just become like putty in that person's hands. Like they tell you what you want to hear. They will do what you want to do. But love bombing, let me be very clear. Love bombing is more verbal than anything. And it can be grand gestures too. But when I think of love bombing, I am thinking of the grand gestures. I'm thinking of how they tell you everything that you want to hear. That's what I'm thinking about. Grand gestures. I'm thinking, oh, here we go. Here we go. Thank you, Lord. I didn't see it at first. Love bombing is a psychological list. You listening up, YouTube? You still there? YouTube, not YouTube. YouTube, TikTok. You still here, TikTok? You still here? It's a psychological manipulation tactic. Facebook, TikTok. Hey, Paco. Hey, DD. Where people and someone, man or woman, they bomb another person with excessive affection, excessive attention, and grand gestures to gain control. So that gentleman who wants to take you to Cabos, who wants to take you to Bali in the first 3 weeks that you're dating, that may not be love. That may be love bombing. That may not be love. That may be love bombing. Oh my gosh, he bought me a Louis Vuitton. He bought me some Christian Louboutins. He bought me this beautiful ring. Oh my gosh, girl, he must love you. Hey, Honey Pooh. Hey, Beck. That doesn't mean thank you for the love, She Waste Bees. Thank you so much. That doesn't mean that they really love you. They could be love bombing you. The reason that they do it is because they want to gain control early in the relationship, right? Control and influence. And what happens is in the critical stages of the relationship early, where you should be building information, where you should be gaining wisdom about that person, they, uh, for lack of a better word, when they do those things, they profess to love you, or I've never met anybody like you. There, and the whole, I have never met anybody like you. We are destined. We were destined to be soulmates. They will tell you that within 2 weeks. They will tell you, you are going to be my wife. You are going to be my husband. Hey, Willie 808. Hey, Pharaoh 808. They will tell you that. And what does it do? What does it do, friends, when they tell you that early on, when they love bomb you early on? You see if you can see that. It looks a little tight on the screen. What happens when they do that and they love bomb you early on? Well, let me stop sharing now. I think I have made my point. Well, when they do that early on, what happens is that it hijacks your logic, is what it does. It hijacks your logic. You don't think logically. Hey, Candy. Hey, Sharina. Hey, you coupon too. It hijacks your logic. You're no longer logically thinking. You're like, oh my gosh, they love me. I've never felt this before. You will now keep in mind, for those of you who are spiritual, God is going to validate your mate. God, okay, Candy Crush, God will validate your mate. So you may feel the same things with that too. That's why you have to have a prayer life. That's why you have to be spiritual. That's why you have to spend time with the Lord. And that's why you have to be unwilling to rush. You have to slow down. And even if they're doing all of the love bombing, you have to slow down and think it through. And get your tribe around you, because a narcissistic person, or a person who has narcissistic tendencies, will love bomb you early. Okay? Will love bomb you early and excessively. Love bombing. They will use grand gestures to get a foothold, or to get attention, or to get favor with you, which bypasses your logic, which bypasses your thinking mechanism, because they want to establish it early. That's the most important thing. They're buying you a trip. They're buying you expensive designer bags, taking you on expensive shopping sprees, and you've only known them a month. Just understand, it may not be about love. It may be about, ultimately, hey, Tiptoe Jones, it may be about control. You agree, She Wastes Bees? You agree with that? Thank you. With the TV tray serving you up some things so good. Come on, She Wastes Beads, serving you up so good. Whole 800 shopping spree, yes. Hey, Samuel and Silky Smooth, thank you for joining today. Thank you for joining. So I'm not knocking that, y'all. I'm not knocking it. But what I'm saying, if you see that, I'm not even saying not receive those items. I mean, let's just be, I'm not saying don't not receive. I'm not saying, you turn away a beautiful bag. Hey, Donald Monroe, I'm not saying that. You could. But what I'm saying is I want you to be thinking as well that, okay, let me make sure I watch them. Because if they're giving me all these things, they're trying to get control early, right? And once you hijack, the logic part of our brain, it can be that much more difficult if there are some problems later on to step away or to recognize those problems. That's all Kisa is saying. Take a balanced view of everything. And then finally, what are our 2 items today? So yesterday, it's all about them. Signs you're dating a narcissist. It's all about them. Number one. Number two, they lack accountability. Hey, Roger, thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the love. It's all about them. Number two, they lack accountability. They can't say I'm sorry. They can't be account. They're very likely normally not going to be accountable to anyone. You'll notice that they don't trust other people to speak into their life. They don't trust other people. Thank you. They don't trust other people. Thank you. She wastes beads. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you for the love. I appreciate it. I don't think y'all are making me smile today, doing my heart well. But they're not going to be accountable to anybody. They won't be accountable. No, they won't be accountable. Hey, Queen Bean of America. Hey, beautiful. Hey, Nicolay. Hey, Nadine. Hey, is it G Troll? If I mispronounce it, please forgive me. Hey, class. But they don't want to be accountable to anybody. They're not going to have mentors. They're not going to have anybody else they look up to, because in the narcissist mind, I'm the man. I'm the woman. I don't have to look up to anybody. People should be looking up to me. Do you see these glasses? Let me press these glasses up. You see these glasses? Everybody. Hey, Charles. Hey, THR wife. Hey, Retta. Retta so hot. Hey, T-Bird. Hey, Muhammad. Selah. Hey, friends. Thank you for joining. Do you see these glasses? Hey, Watch 44 Geraldine. When somebody says, hey, bossed up, Cookie Monster is my friend because I'm a cookie monster too. I like cookies. I like treats. Hey, Angela. Hey, Frederick. So when somebody tells you that they are the prize, that they don't need anybody, hey, good morning. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the love. Here's what you do. I want you to push your glasses up. Hey, good brother. Stopping from Cincinnati, Ohio. I have family in Cincinnati, Ohio. One of my aunts. Hey, EJ. Hey, MDW. So thank you. Thank you from Cincinnati, showing you love all the way from Alabama. Bama. How about that? um, but they lack accountability. They will not be accountable to anyone. Just so you know that. So if they're misbehaving, they won't have anybody in their circle that they are going to New York, Roger Angel, New York. Hey, Roger, from New York. Just right. They don't do accountability. That's a hallmark of a narcissist. They don't do accountability. They don't want to be accountable to anyone. They don't want anybody telling them what to do. Why is that? There are a lot of things. Maybe they were hurt by authority figures, because you have to realize, y'all. Hey, Hulking, Blue of Black 2, John Rock. Hey, Frida from Alabama. What's up, Frida? Hey, Devin. Hey, y'all. Showing love to all of those from the north, from the west coast, from the east coast, from the south. Good morning. Good morning. Hello from Alabama, Sith Lord, Demarcus Love, user 573, Penelope, Ruby. That's my mom's name. Hey, Ruby. The braids down to Mr. Don't Play, Honey Greenlee. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all of you who are joining. I may not be able to call Manuel, Blessings Edwards, all of you, Elise McDaniel, Robert Marshall. Blessings, blessings. Love you all. Just talking about our friends, the narcissist. Blessed, blessed Lord. But yeah, they don't do, hey, Adrian and Cookie Monster and all that. Yeah, they don't do accountability, friends. No, because in their mind, they are the legend. They don't want to be accountable to anyone. They don't want anybody telling them what to do. Oh, and I know what I was saying too. It may be from the fact that they were hurt by authority figures when they were younger, which is what I think a lot of it stems from. I'm a life coach, y'all. So, I try to look at things from a perspective of not just narrow-minded and not just from an accusational standpoint, but more from a therapeutic and holistic point of view. So I tend to think that maybe these are people who were either abused or who were dismissed or who were mistreated. And so part of that protective mechanism is I don't trust authority figures. I don't trust anyone to do the right thing about me. So therefore, I have to protect myself. And what happens is the narcissist creates this fake person. It's like they create this fake person surrounding them. Okay, I'm teaching real good. Thank you for the Thank you for the love. Thank you for the hearts. I'm teaching real good because I'm giving you the playbook on narcissism. Yes, I am. I'm a coach, married to one. You coupon baby. I was married to one. And let me send you some love. Can I send you some love through the screen for those of you who are married to them? Let me send you some love. Okay. Let me send you some love. On my channel. I'm going to be dealing with this a lot more. You see me talking about dating topics here on Facebook. On TikTok, I'm very specifically talking about Wayne Brooks, Patricia Grayson. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, Patricia, my friend. One Love, 1955, Mr. Blanchard, Rochelle. Lord, I'll get distracted looking at you all. Naomi and all that. I'm lagging. Hey, don't be lagging. I'm lagging. You're right on time, my friend. Carmelita, Chris Moon, TikTok. Tony Murray, hey, shouting y'all out. Thank you for joining us. But I deal with narcissism on this page, was married to one. And and listen, I'm twice divorced. So people really, you may not know who I'm talking about per se, right? Because I would not, hey, Bless Taylor, hey, Johnny Wiles. So I would not ever, orange juice, good morning, I would not ever embarrass a spouse, not ever. So like I said, I was married to two people, so people wouldn't have any idea who I was talking about. I could be talking about my first husband, but just know, or I may not be. I'm not going to tell on them personally, but just know I will know about dealing with that. And stay tuned to my channel, because what I'm going to do is give you the tips on how to deal with them. I've learned a thing or two. Grew up in a home with narcissists. I've learned a thing or two. So let me go ahead and wrap it up. So not only do they refuse accountability, the lack of accountability, they will not be accountable to anyone, not you. If you tell them that you hurt my feelings, they will say, well, you took that wrong. I didn't do that. I didn't mean to do that. If you say that hurt me, well, you shouldn't be so sensitive. That's what they will say. I'm enacting a conversation with a narcissist. Well, you forgot to go to the store. Well, you should have reminded me. I mean, what do you mean I forgot? I mean, don't you know I work? Don't you know how much I have on my plate? You should have reminded me. Do you hear the tone? Well, you said that we weren't supposed to do so and so, but I see you don't. Well, I ought to be able to do it. I pay most of the bills around here, so I should be able to do it. But you told me we shouldn't do it. And I pay the bills. Do you pay most of the bills around here? Well, I pay some of it. Well, I pay most of them. So I should be able to do it. They lack accountability. But here's what you do. Stop fighting with them. I'm talking about narcissists. They love bomb early. I'm real big on telling you, I can tell you about the sign. It's all about them, Roger. It's all about them. Or that's the way you feel. Thank you, you coupon. Well, I mean, that's the way you feel about it. I mean, those are your feelings. I mean, that's not accurate. That's just how you feel about it. I mean, it doesn't mean it's right. You told me not to do such and such, but I see you're doing it, and you're just telling me, well, that's just my feelings or whatever. You dismiss me. You dismiss that. Lack of accountability. If you're dating, they love bomb early. Hey, Motika Johnson. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, Becky Lopez. It's all about them. They love bomb you early. That's the third tip. Love bomb you. Do all these grand gestures. Oh, that's to get in. That's to get in good with you, because they understand later you're going to see the real person. And by then they believe that you'll be emotionally hooked. Because what happens is you gravitate toward the version of them that you thought that they were in the beginning. And once we do that, depending on our background, depending on our heart, depending on our relational issues, and depending on our relational baggage, we may hook on to that. And do you see the illustration of the person who loves you, who compliments you? Watch the illustration. The person who loves you, who compliments you, who buys you purses, who takes you on shopping sprees, who's always calling you, who's always texting you, who then wants to marry you or be in a serious relationship with you, who then moves in with you, who then wants to have children with you. And then you find out a year later, you're not the person that I married. You're not the person that I got in a relationship with. Yes, they are. That is the same person. But look at where your heart is. Yes, Motika, you see the illustration? Hey, beautiful. Hey, beautiful. Do you see the illustration? You're all hooked in now. So when they really start showing you who they are, this is what you are. You've grabbed that version of them that you thought they were. You've grabbed that version. And do you know how hard it is to let that go? Do you know how hard it is to start raveling back? Because you can't just jump out of something like this. It takes time and it's painful to peel that onion back. It's painful. So you gravitate to this version of them early on because you may have been love starved. You may have not. It's been a long time since you've dated. So when they show you all of this, it's just like, this is the one. She's the one. He's the one. And then later when you see that they're a little crazy, she can't control her temper. She can't control her mouth. He can't control his anger. He can't control his temper. This is where you are with them. You're already tied in. You're already hooked in. You're already here, and you can't unravel. That's a problem. That's a problem to be here and that's why love bombing is so important, that you have to recognize that they are love bombing you, because try to take this away when you've hooked into somebody or a version of them that they've pretended to be. Who's going to try to unravel this? And that's what we're trying to do. And because it's difficult, some of us make the choice to stay in there. Ask me how I know. I'm not asking you. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. Been there. It's not a criticism toward you. I'm telling you because I've been there. And you get in, you don't want to be embarrassed. You don't want to, you don't want to be embarrassed. You don't want people to know what you're dealing with. You don't want people to know you were hoodwinked. You don't want people to know you were deceived. So we try to hang on in there. You don't want to lose your assets. I think about, you all know that case of the lieutenant governor who recently unalived his spouse. She lived in the basement. They were going through a divorce. He was the former lieutenant governor. Much love, because you said it, I felt it, so I can relate. Hey, Carl. Yes, sir. You all know that case. Hey, Geneva, thank you for joining. Hey, everyone who's joining right now. You all know that case. You all know that case. Anybody know that case? Some hearts. Show me some love. Show me some love. You know that case. You know that case. When in the basement, mother of his children, a dentist, ended up going and unaliving her with a gun, and then went upstairs. Hey, Shakinia. Oh gosh. I got some love here on Facebook, like explosives and all that kind of stuff. And went upstairs and then harmed himself. Y'all. Friends, that's a Southern term. Y'all. That's devastating. It's another tip, ladies. Sometimes you have to take the loss and get out. Sometimes, gentlemen, you have to take the loss and get out. Love doesn't live there anymore. When love doesn't live there, accountability, he didn't want to face. He didn't want to face Motika, did he? Yes, so sad. While the kids were in the house. Yes. Sometimes we just have to leave. You don't need to make an announcement. You don't need to make a grand gesture. No need to cuss him out. Ladies, y'all aren't gonna like me for saying this. Y'all, come on, y'all stay with me. Y'all stay with me, because Kisa loves you. Most men definitely struggle with accountability. They do. Accountability, but sweetheart, I'm here to tell you, it's just not men who struggle with accountability. Motika. Listen, Motika. You listen, I coach people. It's just not men. Men do. Some men do. Men do, but it's just not men. People struggle with accountability, men and women. But listen, ladies, I want to be real clear about this. And I need to wrap up on Facebook. I can kind of hang out with you all more or less on TikTok. Don't announce when you're leaving. Don't announce. Don't announce. Just go. Just leave. Okay. And finally, this one is funny, y'all, but it's so true. Finally, Facebook, I'm getting ready to leave. You all may be kind of doing some other things. TikTok, I'll hang with you a little bit longer. And if there's anything that I can, if you want to ask me, send me a message. Message me if you want me to cover something while I'm talking about narcissism this week. Coached many people. No firsthand about it. Grew up in a home with a father who was very narcissistic. Sharing tips on recognize, oh, that's AI. If there's something that you want me to cover, let me know. And finally, today, they need constant validation. Whew. What does it mean, Kisa, when you say they need constant validation? Let me hold my head down 1 second. Anybody know what I mean when I say a narcissist needs constant validation? Anybody know? Anybody know what I mean when I say that? Hey, John. Hey, Lewis. Anybody know what I mean when I say that? The narcissist needs constant validation. I used to, one of my exes, you don't know who it was. All right. I would never mention a name. You don't know who it was. They would ask me every day before leaving out for work, stand before me. Well, how do I look? Every day without fail. Well, how do I look? Every day without fail. Would not give me a compliment. Would not tell me would not say anything to me. How does that work? Like, I've got to constantly compliment you, but you can't look at me and say, well, you know what? You look nice. But see, all of that, that's why I'm telling you and asking you to slow down if you're in a relationship, so you can recognize whether or not they are a narcissist, if they are a narcissist or not. So I'm asking you, friends, slow down. Do they give compliments? Juanita, great question. Love bombing, sharing tips on love bombing. They need constant validation. So, Juanita, I have a person on TikTok. So that's another tip. They need constant validation. You constantly have to declare your love. You constantly have to give compliments. They fish for compliments all the time because you have to prop up that ego and that fake self that they have created around themselves. It's not the real person that you see that has the arrogance. They've created a fake person, a fake orbit around themselves. I'm coming to you, Juanita. How long does it take to get over a narcissist? That they need constant validation because you've got to prop up that fake ego. Okay? That fake ego can't stand. It's fake. So it needs constant validation. It's fake. So you have to constantly give compliments. You have to constantly give attention. Okay. You have to constantly do things. You have to constantly serve. You have to constantly provide supply, because that's the main thing. I hadn't even touched on that. A narcissist needs supply. Your compliments, your time, your attention, your money. They need constant validation. And if you don't give it, they can go to someone else, and they will go to someone else to get it. And they frequently do, while still being involved with you, because what they like is they like to be able to touch several sources. Okay, I can get this from you, well, you're not acting right now, so I can go to this person, I can go to that person. They need constant validation to prop up that fake self that orbits them. It's not the real person, the fake self. So they need constant validation, constant compliments, constant attention to prop up that fake aura. I'm coming to you, Juanita. How long does it take to get over a narcissist? So that's it. I'm going to close out here with the folks on Facebook, but I'll close out by answering your question. So I have one of our friends on TikTok who said, so Juanita, that's a great question. I don't have a specific answer, but let me give you some steps in order to get over a narcissist, because it's so intricate. Because again, what happens with the narcissists are excellent at studying you. You become their project. So I have a question on TikTok in which one of our viewers is asking, how long does it take to get over a narcissist? How long does it take to get over a narcissist? The answer depends on you. And the answer depends on your commitment to want to be free and to want to be healed. Because the narcissist has studied you. The narcissist knows you. They know how to push your buttons. They watch you. You have become their project. Why? Because in doing so, they understand how to extract supply from you. That's a term that you need to look up as it relates to a narcissist. Supply. A narcissist is really big. He did it for 3 years. I work with him. So what you do, let me see. And Juanita, is that you saying that so you're saying you still work with him, which is tough because that means that you have to see him. So here's what I would say. I love this, Juanita, because you're giving me an opportunity to do some open coaching. So I'm going to allow, for the benefit of the folks here, some open coaching as well, and then I'll wrap up after this. But what I would do is, now it's time for you to build. You need to be selfish and you need to build yourself up. Open coaching right now on how to get over a narcissist, because we have a question. And even if you work with them, you've got to spend time working on you. Self-help books, counseling or coaching. Oh wow. So you work with him and you so you may need to set up a session with me. But I'm going to give you some open coaching right here. If you are working with someone that you are over, I know that has to be tough, because even being married, I had to leave. I was not around that person, because for me, that made my journey easier to not have to see them. I imagine that that's like continuing to pour salt in the wound when you have to work with someone who's a narcissist and you have to see them all the time. So your self-help and your self-study should be on fleek. You don't have to answer me, but I'm going to give you just a couple of things. Number one, is counsel is the most important thing. Counsel or coaching when you're in that close proximity, because it's like it's an open wound. You need counsel or coaching. You need to inbox me. You need to have a conversation with someone outside of you, because you don't need to fight that by yourself. You need support. So that's number two. Counsel or coaching. Number one. Coach or counsel doesn't tell you what to do. They simply hear what's going on, because you already have the answer on the inside of you to get over him. You have the answer on the inside of you to get over her. So number two, you need community. You need a group of people, whether it's family, whether it's friends. You need a group of people to hold you accountable, and you need to talk to them, because you need to be accountable to them to say, well, I saw him at work today. This wasn't a good day. This, I noticed this and that really hurt me. Because what happens is we start to internalize everything, and we're fighting the battle on our own. We're seeing him smile at someone else. And the way narcissists are, because they've studied you for years. So a narcissist very much knows you. They've studied you for years. You were their study. You didn't know that, but they've studied you for years. You were their project. So they know the buttons to push. They know the words to say. So you need to get around community, because that community is going to hold you accountable. That community can say, when you say, I just felt horrible, you need to get all of that. You need to constantly purge. That's number two. Number three, live coaching, laser coaching. I'm bringing all of it down, because why? Because Kisa has had to do. I'm not talking about what I heard. I'm not talking about what works for somebody else. I'm talking about what I've walked my clients through. And I'm talking about what I've had to walk through personally. The only reason a person is qualified to be a coach, I'm a life coach, I'm a change coach, and I help people navigate change in their life, career, and relationships. And that's a major change that you're navigating. And so the third thing I would say is journal. At least 10 days. How I feel. You need to find a support group. So you coupon too. You need to also inbox me, because I have a support group. Good morning, Tracy's Grace. Good morning, John Barber. So you coupon too, you need to inbox me. We have a support group as well. And I'm getting ready. Hearing this, I'm getting ready to offer a webinar. And I need that. What this tells me is that I need to go ahead and get to work on it, because in that space, I also want to provide community for you all, because I have that community. There's a group. It's not too late for love. I am a part of a community of five sister girls, and we talk often about how we're doing. We talk often about how the dating scene is going. So what I'm seeing is that I need to also provide community for you all. So here's what I want you all to understand. In Facebook, I'm going to say goodbye to you all because I'm in the middle of kind of live coaching now. So I'll see you tomorrow at 6:30. I know I'm going kind of long, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up with that. So I'll see you in the morning.